Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. Again, it's almost high noon and the most beautiful breezy afternoon, so I'm like, it is time for an energy read. And we're going to see what I'm hearing in my head over and over as soon as I woke up is investiture and divestiture. So we're going to find out what you're going to invest your time and energy in and what kind of rewards that's going to bring you, and what are you going to divest yourself? What are you going to shed and get rid of that just isn't purposeful anymore? It is just heavy. Part of my old rituals, I'm realizing how I sometimes conduct business later in the day. I'm more tired, so my energy is ebbing and I've been pulled in a lot of directions. So now I decided that I'm always going to do my public and private reads first thing before anything else kind of cultivates a different mood, because when I wake up I am fresh. I start with a list of gratitude, which I really want to convey that message to you guys. When you wake up, just immediately think of 3 things that you're grateful for. It sets this temperature and mood inside of you to shift and be like, wow, I really do appreciate this. I appreciate the fact that I have a roof over my head, that I'm warm in my bed, that, I have a job to go to, or I've created a company. Whatever it is, we start to reach for the things that make us smile, make us feel good, and we start to appreciate what's around us. It really does turn a switch, and it is a positive switch. So every morning when you do that, try to have that be the first thing you do. What I used to do, and I'm sure a lot of us do, is reach for our list of worries and concerns and what we think we have to finish and do and get, and that creates a struggle and a conflict and also anxiety in our mind. So we're going to release that. Okay, that's a divestiture. We are going to get rid of that, and we're going to invest in peaceful, calm thoughts. That what we're going to do today is enjoy ourselves. We're going to participate in cool things. We're going to learn new things. We're going to see new people, and we're going to play with our crazy animals and listen to whatever that strange creature is in my yard right now that sounds like it could come out of the sky, scoop up the cat and fly away. Even the cat looks scared. Little Citrine's out here with me. So we have 3 cards to choose from today. Oh, first of all, let me say hello and thank you, you guys, for actually tuning into my channel and my regular subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. You're helping the channel thrive, and your comments are beautiful. And I can't tell you really through words how I appreciate you. But every day when I'm going through your comments and how you're thriving and doing well, it creates a glow in my world. And I'm so proud of you guys, because anybody who watches these types of channels, they're looking for something. They're looking for a better way. They're looking for calmer reasoning, to make sense of things, to know about the magic and the mystical that's out there, that's prepared to help us to reach for the optimistic, all of those things. I myself have a few favorite viewers, and I want to say hello to Divine Miracle. She was on live yesterday, and I actually gain energy just from listening to her. She's a beautiful healer, and if you guys want to go see somebody that'll really lift you up, it's Divine Miracle. She is so wonderful, and she has all these crystals and great things and offerings too, and she's just really beautiful, and she elevates your mood. So she is someone to, really keep an eye out for. So I listen to her every day, and people like that bring up my energy. And, we can learn from each other, and it's a really great way to do that. So here are our 3 cards to choose from today. We have mirrored souls, because a lot of you guys have soulmates coming in the next, I keep hearing trifecta, try 3s. So within 3 months, a lot of you, strength, a lot of you are you're uncovering these strengths you didn't even know, abilities, ways to get through life with simplicity, ease, and a sense of integrity. And I'm really proud of you guys, and I hope you're proud of yourself too. And number 3 is the golden crown. Our crown chakra, when we can open that and let pure, unfiltered white light come down and come through us and cleanse us of anything heavy, burdensome, or attachments that don't belong to us, we're already ahead of the game. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1, mirrored souls, and we're going to see what some of your messages are. So we have Levaria. This is saying let love grow. So all around you, you're surrounded by potential love. Seriously, with workmates, with friends, with tribes, people yet to come, kindred souls, your soulmate, all of that. So when we put on I call my love glasses, you put them out there, you decide to look at the world and people in a loving way, we attract love. We absolutely do. You see those people, their heads up, they're smiling, they're willing to navigate life through friendliness and cooperation and connections. And then there's people that they never even get their head out of their phone. They always have earphones on, they're closed off continually. That sort of non-connection is isolating. So right now you're deciding that you're going to let love grow in every capacity. Existing relationships, loving little gestures, doing little generous gifts and help and things along those lines that really cement a great foundation for friends. You know, a friend's not feeling good, you bring them some nice soup, some flowers, you show you appreciate them in every way, shape, or form that you can. Let's see what your crystal is too. Yeah, I feel already this group, I feel like you're very governed by your emotions, and sometimes I feel you're sensitive, so it's even a slight that's not meant can be taken, and I feel like you sometimes have a sensitive and delicate nature towards that. Just know that sometimes people they steamroll through life. They forget to slow down and be like hyper aware, like a lot of people are, of what's going around our environment, how to treat one another, and just take it easy, right? What the hell is a huge rush? I have to ask myself that every day, even for myself. When I start making my lists, I'm like, really? Where are you going? Oh, on your lunch break, are you going to go to Nova Scotia and go get that salmon that you want? I mean, it's ridiculous sometimes the pressure we put on ourselves to have this cookie cutter perfection or checklist. It's really ridiculous, and we're missing out on all the beautiful little connections throughout the day when we're doing that. So you're going to be releasing that. And I feel like your stone right now is black tourmaline. I have a big chunk of this in my room. And if you guys want and you want to connect with me over on Instagram at Sparkwist11, I can get people the least inexpensive crystals in any format they want. I can make it into jewelry. I can get them chunks. I have amazing people that I deal with all over the world. And I like to deal, with really, because a lot of times stones can be purported to be one thing, but if they come from China or certain areas of the world, they're not necessarily that. But my dealers all, have 5 stars, and I've always gotten exactly what I've asked for. So if you ever need help with that and need me to connect you with people or get something for you or create, just let me know. I love to do that. That's my other half of my existence, is creating handcrafted gemstones that are hopeful, healing, grounding, all of those things. So the essential meaning of this, when it comes up, is about your healthy boundaries, repelling and dispelling unwanted energies. Again, right? Things we want to bring in, things we want to release, things we want to integrate in our life, and things we want to dissipate and release. So this is really great because tourmaline I love this for a grounding stone. It also gets rid of negative energy that's around you. So this is about healthy interdependence, feeling loved, protected, and warm in environments without the codependency, okay? Good fences make good neighbors when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? When we say we know where the boundaries are established and what is acceptable to somebody and to us, it makes navigating friendships and relationships much simpler. So if you feel the need at this point in time to set a standard and let somebody know, that's just pushing it. Like if you have sometimes we all have those friends, right? They think a racist joke might be entertaining or funny. We have to draw the line there and say, that's not part of my repertoire. I'm not into that. Make that boundary, because people don't know otherwise, and then they'll keep stepping over it, and then it'll become an uncomfortable situation. So we really have to navigate that and say what we really mean. Here comes a Rajibushakoon. He is such an outdoorsy cat now. He wants to spend all his time outside. He loves it so much. I think it's so sweet. So I love that. And you're going to be doing that, and you're going to get success from that. And you're going to have peace of mind as well, because you're not going to be wondering, oh my God, is Mark going to say something ridiculously inappropriate? Is Susan going to be, all handsy with my mansies, stuff like that. I mean, it happens. People think things are acceptable because we don't say otherwise. But this is going to be your tarot energy, the Chariot. So things you are trying to manifest and bring into your world are stepping up their game. They are getting momentum. They're coming your way. And part of that is you understand now the law of attraction. And when you infuse your energy, momentum, and focus into something, it can't help but come about. Honestly, I decided to direct my day to be more grounded, to slow down. And immediately I get that when I step outside. I take all my equipment daily now when I come and I do your reads outside. I do private reads outside. It's a fresh, clean energy. I don't see anything in the house or office that needs tidying or is distracting. Nature is a balm. So again, when you really want to focus on what you want, take a lawn chair outside and just sit there and really think, what direction do I want my life to go in? Do I want some things to speed up and have new experiences? Do I want to slow down and savor all the little things? Am I acquiring too many materialistic things that just take up clutter in my home, right? A lot of people like tchotchkes and things on shelves, but they really just gather dust. Unless they have meaning and serve a purpose, we should rid ourselves of them. And you're going to take notice of that too. That is also very true of people. Sometimes we forge friendships from decades ago, and the energy can shift. Those people can go through all different experiences that can make them heavy, clingy, codependent, or whatever. We have to recognize that and really, really make sure that our table is full before we're trying to feed other people, right? It's like we need to put that oxygen mask on before we can help other people. And if they're not receiving it and they're just becoming, a drain constantly, we have to release those people. But you are moving in this direction of like such sheer clarity and knowing that it's all going to be incorporated in this new energy that you have. And I love this. Like today is a green day for me. When I saw my adventurine, and these are green jade, I was like, some days it's like I just want to be head to toe in a certain color, and I feel like green is, it's about abundance, it's about grounding and all of that, and it's like I feel like that's going to be your color, really rich greens and browns and earth tones. And really look inside and say, you know what, I love you and I want to take care of you, and please don't have people around you that aren't good for you. Please don't ingest food that is terrible for you. Please don't add stress by putting more on your plate that you don't need in terms of just dates, just to go places, go, because then oftentimes we look for excuses to back out, right? If we say yes quickly without really formulating the long-term idea, we can get stuck in that. But you're going to be really good at addressing that and knowing what that is. So I love that energy for you, Group 1. If you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in. My name is Melanie, and there's all the buttons available there for liking, subscribing, and the notification bell. And all my linkazoids are down below, and the little gray arrow brings you to everything, my Etsy store. If you would like to join my Patreon and support the channel, if you need a private read, every single thing is down there. There's all kinds of good funnies, good fun stuff, good funnies. Yeah, it's like sometimes I look under there and links of other readers and I'm like, wow, because so many people have so many cool things going on. A lot of people are so industrious because it's all like a healing essence. So all the things that are incorporated in that, like healing stones and other really cool things. I love the Reiki healers. It's really, really amazing. So love and light to you, Group 1. Really flow with this energy. The things you need are moving towards you quickly and expansively. Get yourself some black tourmaline so you can ground and protect. I love that. So now we're on to number 2, strength. And right away I'm feeling for this group that you guys are kind of feeling your oats. You're realizing that you always had this innate strength to ask for what you want and what you deserve. But at times we can undervalue ourselves because we go through moody times, right? I'm the same. Sometimes things get hormonal and you feel tired or run down. And we can equate that with then not feeling industrious or valuable to the world, right? Which it completely isn't. We all go through these beautiful times of where we need to recuperate and rest. And that's when we should pull away and not try to push and accumulate and do, because we all have, those fallow times where we need to renew. And it doesn't mean that, we are not worthy of good things in those times when we're run down or tired. Because oftentimes people see in the media this person just out there looking like, contributing to the world through, every way, shape, or form. But that's just basically people pumping out PR stuff for them. Nobody is on 24/7 and this shining beacon of light. So let's not do any comparisons because it's just draining, and a lot of it is falsehood and it's an image that's put on. So really know your strengths and work with them too. That's something I'm hearing very, very strongly. Now, I love this because your main Terra energy is the Fool, which is saying trust in the universe. Trust what's out there for you. Good things are coming. Amazing, just divinely supported relationships, divinely supported yeses and blueprints for you to work through and navigate and experience. I feel like a lot of you are going to get new job offers. You're going to get raises, and just say yes. Have your little yes card ready and raise it all the time. Yes, please. However, again, remember, we're watching our spectrum of fatigue. So we're not trying to push too hard, but we want to say yes to new experiences, because when we live in our comfort zone, which is the opposite of the Fool is like, I want to try this. I would love to try that. I understand that, this is going to expand me. Our most fond memories and things that stick out the most are vacations, right? Why? Because we usually haven't been there before. We haven't experienced this place, our family unit or our friends in this particular place. That's why it stands out, right? Don't you want more memories, impactful memories? That's what the Fool card's about. Get out there and get those memories, and you're going to be doing that, which I love. And I love that you got the rose quartz, because right now this is about treating yourself well with self-love, self-worth, knowing you're enough, knowing you have worthiness. Pay attention to, the wonderful creations of the conscious universe, what it's brought you just being you. Never forget how beautiful you are. You have so many strengths and unique sets of qualities that are like magical superpowers to other people, because they don't get to inhibit your body and your mind. It's wonderful to other people. How we see some other people as like unicorns, they also see you that way for your innate strengths. I feel like you are a very strong person. I'm seeing a lot of earth signs in this mix that were compelled to this card. Earth signs really, really revere strength, stability, reliability as very important components to, good traits to have as a human being. And they are reliable people. But again, you have to remember that these are gifts. These aren't just things that we have to cultivate them, right? I feel like that you have a lot of kind source healing about you too, that you're very healing when you're around people, that you are a superb listener. I can't tell you what an important trait that is. So many people are trying to be interesting that they're not interested. And that's a shame, because we need to be interested in what other people are saying and doing, not just trying to appear interesting, right? And I love that. There's nothing that beats a great listener, and I feel like you are you are a very insightful, wonderful person in that regard. Also, surrender. This goes so beautifully with the Fool card. This is saying surrender to the flow. Surrender to what is. Instead of trying to make reality different or struggle against it, just go with the flow and say, okay, that's absolutely fine that this person gets this first, or gets to go, or receives this break before us, because time is continuously shifting. It's always pivoting from moment to moment, and then it becomes our turn. So when we're not in doom and gloom of what we missed out on, our turn then comes up. So we have to be aware that what goes around comes around. We are ready to receive. We are ready to give. All of those things, those cycles, because time is cyclical, that our time always arises as well. So surrender to accepting what's happening now, and by doing that, you have a much more restful existence. And I love that energy for you, because we do have to remember that. Sometimes it's hard. And your last energy card is align with the universe. This is so wonderful. So this is about, I love this, getting rid of distractions and navigate distractions. And lots of times those are just little things of wanting or thinking we need something when we really don't. We have everything that we need. It's in place. We can do our best with what we have where we are. We're always seeking more. As humans, we'll do that, but we need to register that on a conscious scale. Why do I think I need this? Why is this new, living room chair or sofa or vase or picture or car going to make your life better? I read this thing and I thought it was so beautiful by Tony Robinson. He goes, what do people usually say in his seminars that they most want? And they say millions or billions of dollars. And it's not because they want a bunch of paper with dead people on it. That's not what they want. What they want is the feeling that they think comes along with all this. And what that feeling can be is choice, security. But as you've seen, as many lottery winners can attest to, hell quickly follows a great deal of money, because what happens is that also attracts greed and energy of relatives and things that come out of the woodwork. Our insecurities of, do people really love us now for what we have or who we are? Things like that. So it's all being aligned with, are we ready for what's coming our way? So align with your universe and really get rid of distracting thoughts, and really ask yourself why you want certain things, so you can focus on the things you really want and bring them about, because you're going to be very masterful at that, group 2. I love that energy for you. So, so beautiful. We're so conditioned to forget how amazing we are just being people, that we forget we need very little, right? We really don't. Give us like a glass of water, some sunshine, the beach, something like that, to simplify lots of times really helps rectify our overindulgences, right? When we realize this is all we really need, is a restful place, a good friend to talk to, a wonderful cup of coffee, a loving pet. I love anything that knows it should just be loved intrinsically, like an animal that just runs up to me and is like, I know you love me because I'm super cute and I'm your pet, right? Like, no animal has ever cowered for me that I've owned. I've never hit them, hurt them, or made them feel like they have to hide. When I come in the house, every animal comes out of the woodwork because they know I love them. They know I'm going to care for them, feed them, cuddle them, and have kind words for them. And when we do that to people too, we thrive. It's all connected. So I love that energy for you. And distractions are things we think we have to be doing that we really don't. We don't. Nope, bye-bye. We're not doing it. So now that is you guys. I love that energy for you. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And thank you for stopping by if you're a newbie. And all my regulars, I love you guys. You're so wonderful. there's all the buttons there too. Liking, subscribing. I love the notification bell because that lets us know when all the new videos are up, and keeps us on the here and now, right? And all the linkazoids are down below if you need a private read. I have a whole bunch of things to choose from. You can look at my Etsy store. I have lots of rings and custom made jewelry and all kinds of fun stuff down there. There's a Goddess Provisions box, which I am an ambassador of, and I get a small portion that helps support my channel when you buy off that link. And I just love their products. They are amazing. Everything is just, that is stuff that I need in my life. I need the tuning fork. I need the beautiful singing bowl. I need all the lotions and potions and holistic goodies that they send. It's really something else. So I love that. So now we're on to number 3, which is the golden crown. Now I love this because this absolutely speaks to let your crown chakra be wide open. Let it be accepting, loving, learning, caring, discerning, insightful, expansive, all those things that's important for us to understand, right? And that happens best outside in nature. I'm telling you, yesterday I took a bike ride by this beautiful waterfall. It's like right up the road from me, and I was just noticing the cranes. I saw an eagle yesterday, and as you guys know, whenever I see eagles, I lose my mind. I start screaming to Ian on his bike that's like he's 20 miles ahead. Ian, an eagle! I almost crashed like into a ravine. I was so busy looking up in the air, and I was like, dude, you're on a street on a ravine that falls into a river, so how about you get your act together and watch what's going on. Meanwhile, the eagle swoops down and pulls me off my bike and takes me to live in Narnia like I would love. But it was something else. It was really crazy. Now this is going to be your stone, bronzite. I love this because this is all about loyalty, trust. This is about steadfastness. This is about self-respect. This is about trusting the conscious universe having your back. This is like the Fool enfolded in with the Hierophant. I love this because now is the time to make sure you trust that the conscious universe is going to bring you what you need to keep you safe. This is really about being judicious and extending your trust and knowing it's a gift from the universe, and that we have to honor all these things coming in, to be thankful and have gratitude for them. The one thing I'm really stipulating to myself every morning when I wake up, I always am like, reach for the good. What are your 3 things you have gratitude for right away? I'm like, my family, my health, the fact that I'm up, the fact that I have this wonderful job and resources to extend it every day, things like that. Reach for that. It's elevating. It's lovely. It's profoundly shifting. I mean, we can start in a place of worries and, oh my gosh, I'm late, I'm gonna have to do this, this guy's gonna be an a-hole at work. We can start to inundate ourselves with a bunch of crapitude, which is crappy attitude, and weigh ourselves down. Or we can reach for good and know that the day has the aptitude to be anything we want it to be. So why don't we omit any of the bullshit that we think is going to happen, because we can actually create it by overthinking it, right? If we think someone's gonna have a poor attitude towards us, we're already in a position to be defensive, right? But if we think, you know what, who cares what anybody else is doing, this is about me being up and vibrating well and feeling good and trusting that the universe is going to bring me components of love, joy, and things to look forward to, right? Now, I love this because you have the King of Wands energy that's circulating around you. This is passion, and I think that's one of the foremost important aspects of our life, is that we have a passion for something, someone, a direction, a vocation, whatever. Like, I wake up each day with a passion that I get to make a really cool video. I get to help people find some direction in love, in life, or whatever. I get so excited about that. I'm always passionate about my job. And then my family, I'm like, what can I create in their life today that'll be great? What beach can we go to? What's some of their favorite treats? All of these things. When we start to think about other people and lifting their moods and energy, we start to do that to ourselves well. That's what the King of Wands is all about, looking out for other people as well as himself. Remember that we have to keep our table full in order to feed other people. We have to have our resources in order to do that. We're not trying to feed people from an empty table. We have to look out for ourselves. And the King of Wands knows that. And he does that and refuels by his passions, which is really beautiful. And let's see what's going on for you. So we have doable. I love the doable card. It's saying the key is within your grasp. Whatever you're looking to start, find is available to you, it is doable. Just know right now that all it takes is that first step, right? That person that's saying, I want to go to the gym, I want to feel better, I want my heart rate to be more healthy, I want this and that. One good step follows another. When we're positioned in a positive aspect and trying to being engaged in our life and our health and our love connections and all of this, it's things start to steamroll. They really start to snowball, and good follows good, right? So take that first step, because it is all really doable. And you got the flashover card that reminds you it's all in your head. Any of the doubts you have, absolutely in your head. These are preconceived notions of your subconscious that are implanted from teachers, from people saying, you can't do that because I tried it and I wasn't successful. Guess what? They probably didn't have any follow through. They probably didn't have good intentions behind it. They probably didn't even attempt it. You know, a lot of people, they will say they tried something, but they simply imagine trying it. We know those people, right? Oh, no, that's a bad investment. That's a bad investment of your time. They're quick to put the negative in because they didn't have the follow through to do it themselves. So it really is, any doubt you have, it is all in your head, because it is all attainable. It is all achievable. Now, your last card is the Cosmic Ancestors. This is saying voice your concerns. Right now, if you have any concerns at work and family, I feel like you have a few things rattling around in your head. Voice them. Please voice your concerns. Listen, Stacy, I don't think this is a great idea, something she might have pitched. You know, it has a few holes, and here's what I think these possible holes are and why it can be a detriment to our project. You know, just be on the up and up. Just say it, because if you just agree and go with the flow and you see perceived flaws in something, they'll come up, things will come about, and I feel like your intention's on fire, so you're going to really have good solutions. But again, when we bring up a problem, let's have a solution for it. I feel like this is in your family too. If you see somebody acting up or acting out, all you have to do is address it and say, listen, this isn't really in harmony with our family balance. You know, you coming in at 2 a.m. and playing your music, it just doesn't work. How would you feel if you had to get up at 7 a.m. and go to work and somebody was doing that to you? Like, your perspective is going to be really open and accepting, and people are going to want to be helpful to you because of that, because how loving and caring you are being. And I feel right now you're having you know, deep, let me just pull a card, because I knew that there would be something along this line. This is nice. So this is translucent. Love the darkness. This is saying, get in touch. You know, we all have shadow selves and shadow people around us. And when we get in touch with that and we're accepting of that, we just know it's a shift, a mood. We can pivot and go back into the light at any time. But we're all going to have moments of doubt. We're all going to have moments of shadow self. We're all going to have moments where envy can creep in, something ego is trying to take over. Recognize it, address it, and dismiss it, and then move back on from our soul self. Because I really feel like you are really having some insightful life viewpoints and greater understanding of things, and you're able to share that with your family and your workmates, and they're thankful for that. Because sometimes people get blinders on, it's very hard for them to take them off, but you're really, really deep and insightful these next coming months, and you're going to be a super helpmeet to your friends and family. So embrace that, because, you know, it's great. You're ascending. You're really getting in touch with what works, what's honest, what's integrity fueled, and addressing things that just are superficial or don't work, or they're barriers to the bigger picture. So I love that energy for you, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And thank you for popping in today. And my regulars, I love and adore you. Thank you so much. And don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. And all my links are down below. Everything is down there if you need private reads. My Instantgo link, where I love that. Instantgo is so cool. I formed some really great friendships over there. It's so cool. You just click on and you can ask me your one question, and I usually get back to you within an hour, and I send the photographs of your cards for your reading, and it's just one question, and then, you know, it's a few paragraphs explaining what the cards mean and what you have to look out for and look up, you know, look towards, and all those things. It's like, I just really love that. It's a really great service. So I'm really excited to be able to do that for people too. And that's about it. I'm going to go upload.